everybody, my name is Bash Harry and I'll be your host for Discovering Dream, an initiative by Porsche in conjunction with His Majesty's 76th birthday. We are going to be talking about dreams, vision, stability, sustainability, and purpose with Muiz Ahmad, the Olympian swimmer himself, in the Porsche Taycan. So let's go. Hi Muiz.
Hey Bash.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm excited for you to drive the Porsche Taycan.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Have you ever driven it?
No, I haven't. Let's go check it out.
Let's hit the road. So tell me a little bit about your background. Where did you come up? How did you start with swimming?
Well, it was just learn to swim in school.
Did you just got pushed off the deep end and then you just suddenly knew how to?
No, it wasn't like that. I started at the shallow end at my school, ISB. And then I just did like training 3 times a week at Marble High Swimming Club with this guy called Coach Victor, OG coach.
How old were you when you first started swimming?
I can't remember. I was really, really young. There was pictures of me swimming when I was like
a baby,
like 3-4 years old.
And then you just kind of kept at it.
Yeah, I just kept it up. My parents made me swim just as a life skill.
Smart.
Yeah, everybody should learn how to swim, and then it just went on from there. My coach was like, actually, maybe you should pursue this as a sport. And I was like, okay, why not? And then I started doing competitions, then I started breaking records. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I believe this guy. So this is where me and my teammates get down to business and do the nitty-gritty. We're here every day.
Every day?
Except for Sundays, yeah.
So tell me like your general routine. What do you usually do here?
I do my mobility, some stretching, just to get warmed up. And then my coach writes down our set. We have like a little briefing on what to do, what is expected. And then we just get down to it. Some days are easy. We focus on a little technique and everything. But there are times where, you have to go hit that threshold.
You mentioned that you went to this pool so many times when you were a kid, even now as an adult.
Yeah.
What were some of the challenges that you faced?
Oh, I mean, every day is a challenge in training. You got to push yourself to the limit. There's definitely been times where I've broken down and cried during training, but at the same time, there's been times where I've really, celebrated some standing records that I've done in this pool. So, it's my place for therapy, but at the same time, it's a place that really drains you out and pushes you to your limit.
We've got our food and we found a spot right here in Aduki.
We've tested the car.
And how was it for you?
It was great. I really enjoyed that drive.
Define clean. Explain clean to me.
It was really smooth. It was fast. And it's just the thought of using an electric engine. It feels great. And the fact that you're driving an eco engine just makes you feel great.
So great as in your diet great, or is it different?
Well, my diet's nowhere as clean as this car.
So were you always like this as a kid? No fizzy drinks, no instant noodles, no junk food at all?
By force, yeah. So my sisters and my mom would never let me have any fizzy drinks or any instant noodles.
Really?
So we had a whiteboard in the kitchen. Every time I would have an instant noodle, she would cross it out and be like, Muiz, you have 2 more left for the month.
Oh my.
So I was only allowed 3 out of quota.
Was your sisters the same?
Yeah, one of my sisters would never let me have any fizzy drinks.
Really?
Or any ice cream, but
paid off well in the
To
end.
be fair, I heard your mom is a really great cook.
She's an amazing cook. I love her food. Anyway, before the day ends, let me show you where I started swimming.
Ooh, where's that?
ISB.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Since we're driving the Taycan right now, and we know how Porsche really wants to embody the discovering your dreams, and you've certainly been discovering your dreams
Yeah.
over the past, 10, 11, 12 years.
Yeah.
What do you think drives you the most?
So when I was younger, what drove me was just hitting times, trying to get walk up the rankings in Brunei in my event, and it was just really simple. That was my goal. But as I got older, then I developed this infinite purpose. Infinite purpose is creating a purpose that has no end to it. So it's endless. For example, my purpose is to, with my career, use it as a way to improve the level of sports in Brunei. And see, with that goal, you can never have an end to it because there's always room for improvement.
I wanted to ask actually, what are your thoughts on Wawasan 2035?
I think Wawasan 2035 is really important for our youths. I think the visions and the goals and the core strategy of it will create high achievers in Brunei, and it will definitely create a higher quality of life, which is sustainable with, highly achieving people. My role in accordance to 2035, I feel like being a sports person and being seen on the news of going to all these competitions, I think it is in line with 2035 to create high achieving Bruneians.
That's amazing. So what else do you think is so important as your role right now as what I would consider a youth leader to achieve the goal of Wawasan 2035?
So like any goal that you have in life, I think it's really important to have resilience, build resilience, and it's also really important to contribute to the economy and develop on the socio-economic side of Brunei, and live a sustainable life. So I think the way I contribute to this 2035 vision is kind of using my career to lead by example.
By example.
So I just do my thing. I just
your
swim.
thing.
I do my thing. I show kids, who also train at the pool that things that might not seem possible is possible. I always had the dream of going to the Olympics, and a little part of me thought that it wasn't possible, but I just tried my best to do so, to work towards it, and I ended up going, and I still have my career. I still have a lot ahead of me. So in that sense, just by keeping my head down, really focusing on the goal is my example.
So this is where it all started.
Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
So I actually went to school in the old ISB. That's where I started swimming, and this lovely lady called Mrs. Airy planted my roots in that old school. Yeah.
And so why are we here at the new ISB?
So, unfortunately, the old ISB is demolished, but this is where a lot of good times were made, a lot of performance gains were made. Actually, ISB was the only place that let us train during COVID, because I was preparing for a competition in Dubai in December, and everything was closed. But ISB said, "Hey, you can train here." Well, ISB was very encouraging with my swimming career. Their ethos is everyone excels, and they created a really sustainable environment for me to balance swimming and my athletic life.
What about your parents? Were they supportive of this?
Oh, they were super supportive. They're the most supportive people for my career and until now.
All right. I think it's time for us to go to our next destination.
The Abode in Tumbarong?
Yep.
Cool.
Let's go. In your opinion, what is your take on how to attain this? How can we achieve a sustainable environment?
So when it comes to achieving anything, I think that doing all the small steps consistently will make a big difference. Like for example, if I'm trying to swim a certain time, I have to do all the little micro details that my coach gives me in order to achieve these big goals. And it's the same for achieving a sustainable lifestyle. You have to make these little efforts with, for example, practicing the 3 R's, reducing, reusing, and recycling. If you apply that to your everyday life, you will automatically have a more sustainable and more green lifestyle.
And I think working towards 2035, I think it's important to have this sustainable lifestyle because I think that a high quality of life, in my opinion, is a sustainable lifestyle, especially with the environment that we're moving towards and the strategies or the core values that 2035 entails. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to the Abode Resort and Spa. I'm Adro.
I'm Bash.
I'm Mois.
I'm super excited to bring you around. Are you excited?
Yes.
Come, join me.
Great. So tell me, how did the Abode Resort and Spa come to life?
So, Temburong has been known to be the green jewel of Brunei, but there's no luxury resort around here for the past few years. So, that is where the idea comes from. We want to incorporate the luxury, we wanted to showcase the green jewel of Brunei to the world. So that's why we built the Abode with eco-conscious idea as well.
So where are we going now?
We're going to head to the villa. It's really pretty. If it's at night, it will be lit up. So we're just going to go there.
Amazing.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
So this is our sunset lounge, just recently opened. Yeah, it's pretty much a chill place for everyone.
It's breathtaking.
It is, it is.
It's really relaxing.
It is, it
Nice
is.
to be out here.
Yep, it's pretty much really nice when it's sunset. Yeah.
Tell me why Abode is so centered around being sustainable.
So when we initially planned to make the Abode a few years back, we actually wanted to achieve the goal of Temburong, the green jewel of Brunei. By using that motto, the initiative we started with outsourcing our solar panels to power the whole resort. So the solar panels itself is actually the heart of the resort. Without the solar panels, we would not have electricity around here. So other than that, we have solar gallery for everyone who would like to visit the solar gallery. More than welcome. School visit or just a random visit with your family. Just you want to educate your siblings or your parents as well. There's actually quite a lot of solar panels outside, but that is more than sufficient to power the whole resort.
So tell me then, is it one of the initiatives by Abode to have a
It is.
sustainable future?
That is the main goal, to be sustainable in terms of being eco-friendly, being eco-conscious. But at the same time, we wanted to connect with the local communities. Like we buy their own produce, like rice, like fruits, like vegetables, so that we don't need to outsource it from elsewhere. Because carbon emission is getting higher and higher each year as we are, being more future friendly.
That's a great way to put it,
great, yeah.
future friendly.
Future friendly, yes.
Well,
yes.
thank you, Adro, for stopping by and joining us and showing us the way around the Abode.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank
No worries, this
you.
place
Hope you
is
enjoy your day.
beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
And thank you so much, Moiz, for joining me and Porsche today.
No worries, thanks for having me on this. It was great driving the car and it was nice to tell somebody my story.
That's a wrap on this video. Thank you guys so much for watching me and Porsche Brunei. My name is Bash Harry, and I'll see you next time. Bye!